Hello everyone, or good morning. How are you doing? Bah. Oh, hi Shadow. It's been a while, like a month. Yeah, I know. I got a new job and then I got like super busy at my new job because it was like a temporary job for a while, but then they kind of wanted me to work more. But I kind of had to like show myself like look how good I am for them to hire me full time. But they have hired me full time, so I'm starting a full time in August. But I felt like I needed to work a lot and focus on work a lot to get this position, because it was like it is in a library that's very close to where I live, so I don't have to commute so long anymore. Before I had to like drive 1.5 hours to work. Now I only drive like 15 or 20 minutes. So it's very, very close to where I live, which is really nice. I don't get home so late anymore, which is wonderful. But I'm also super, super exhausted and super tired. But I'm really happy that I got the full-time job and it's closer to home, and now I can finally relax and start doing my hobbies again. I kind of felt like, I was in this kind of work wheel for a long time where like you do your job, or you wake up, you eat, you do your job, you come home, you eat, you do your workout so you don't get unhealthy, and then you go to sleep because you're tired and you can't really do anything more. I felt like I was in that wheel to just sleep, work, eat, work out, sleep again, repeat, and do it all over. But I think I kind of figured out a good schedule, and I'm pretty more have more free time now. Now I'm on my vacation, and I started my summer course at the university for witchcraft and the Swedish witch trials in Swedish literature, which is really interesting. It started Monday, so it's my third day, I think, or something like that. But I also am very, very behind because I have a lot to read. As you can see on my to-do list, there's a ton to read. The first few on my list, as you can see here, are just it's the same book, but it's roughly 120 pages summarized, of different chapters in one book about the witchcraft and stuff in Sweden and Europe for that matter. And then this is a book, it's a Swedish classic, and it's 178 pages. I haven't started it yet. And then I have several PDFs, and they are 1 to 5 pages each. And then I have like study questions that I have to do. You're at the university? I mean, I'm not in the university. I just do summer courses each summer because I find it fun to learn new things. So every summer I always do a summer course in the university. But I finished my university degree like 12 years ago. So I have my degree and have had my degree for a very long time. So it's just a summer course for funsies. Happy for you? Thank you. Yeah, it's very fun. It's nice, but as you can see, I have a lot to read today. I also have later tonight at like 6 p.m. I have a Q&A with the teacher, where she's gonna like answer questions that we have about these chapters. So I need to have read them before that if I do have any questions. So I do have quite a bit to read. And I'm probably seeing that I'm going to be here for at least 4 or 5 hours studying, and it would be nice if you guys want to just hang out or study with me or work or whatever you're going to do. I'm going to mute my microphone while I'm in study mode, just because I'm want to like full on focus on my studying, and we will talk during break time like we always do. And what works best for me is 45 minutes studying and 15-minute break. That works the best. I don't mind staying a bit. Do it. I think we should start our first study session, otherwise I'm just gonna talk and then we never start. So let's start it, and I will put some music on while we're studying, some lo-fi, and I will see you in the break. first break. Let's go. And hello to all the new people joining us. How did your productivity go? I actually finished quite a bit. I read these pages and these pages, and I'm doing 89 to 130 now. I'm at 102, so I'm soon done with that as well. So I think, it's going faster than I thought it was gonna go. I was like really worried it was gonna take a long time, because reading non-fiction and reading fiction is two very different things. So I don't know. Ooh, shall we make some tea? Mix. Ooh. Berrywood nectar. A lush, refreshing blend of ripe berries and a touch of herbal essence, evoking woodland freshness. Yeah, why not? Let's drink it. Oh, meow. Kind of weird color on a drink though. I'm not gonna lie. I also have I think it's like 35 minutes long lecture in a video format that I need to watch as well from my teacher. So many things to do. So so little time, so much money. Not that I need it. I already bought everything that there is to buy. There's nothing more to buy. I wonder if they're gonna like add new things to the game, like new outfits and stuff. Would be kind of nice. I mean, look at that. A very high level. Momo. Can I make a new drink? What if I only have herbs? Herbalist brew. Crafted from a trio of fine herbs, this tonic is revered in the medicinal and refined qualities. Yeah. Oh, that one looks more like proper tea. It's not green. I mean, I guess you can have green tea as well. I'm really tired today. I know, what happened to the timer? There. Oh. It just disappeared. I was drinking. I was reading some really interesting things about the Swedish language. This is kind of cool. One of the chapters we're talking about where different words come from, like the Swedish word for Satan and hell and all those kind of things, and how Swedish Christianity and religion kind of wanted to incorporate Nordic culture to gain the favor of the Vikings. So there was like a lot of words taken from them to be like, see, we're worshipping kind of the same things. Which I didn't know. It was kind of interesting. So many names though, and I just feel like I will not remember all of this. There's too much information to remember. But then again, this book that I'm reading, it's by a Swedish historian called Dick Harrison. He written a big book about witchcraft and witches, and I think, yeah, it's a history of witchcraft and witchery, and it's basically mostly European history, but he do talk about from all around the world. And the course I'm doing is just the Swedish witchcraft, so I'm just reading parts of the book and not the entire thing. I did read the entire thing when it came out, and I think it's published 2020. It was some time around 22 even. Okay. Yeah. So I kind of have read the book once, and I also went to a seminar with the author when he talked about the book and talked about all the research that he did for the book, which was really interesting. My queen, long time no see. Yes, I'm back. I've been working a lot. I got a new job, and I wanted to, like, when you start a new job, you kind of want to be like, show them how great you are, especially because I had a part-time, like 80%, it was not a full-time, and they promised me that if I was doing well, they would give me a full-time, and you don't want to mess that up, so I've been very busy showing off my work skills at work, so I've just been working, sleeping, repeating, not doing much else. I'm on a vacation now though, so that's pretty good. And I did get the full-time job, so I'm starting the full-time job in August. And right now I'm on vacation, which is pretty nice. I needed some time off because I've been working a lot and like taking all the extra shifts and everything, so I've been very, very tired. I also felt like all my hobbies been like set aside for a long time, so I haven't had time to read, and I haven't had time to do any content or videos or streams, which is like really sad because I really like doing it. But now I can do everything. I've been working hard, yeah, I have. But I do have some weeks off work now though, so that's pretty cool. I'm doing my university course in witchcraft and the witch trials in Sweden, like a history course. It also talks about how we've been writing about the witchcraft and witch trials in Swedish literature, both the classical books but also books written now, if it changed, and stuff like that. I also have some ideas of wanting to go to some museums this summer, if I have the time. I do love going to some museums. It's kind of cool, learn new things and stuff. But it's very nice to like have time to do whatever I want to do. Yesterday was my last day of work before the summer vacation, and when I got home from work, I just felt like 3 months of exhaustion just in my shoulders, because I haven't really been tired when I've been working. I've been like, still waking up early, going to work and all that, but yesterday I just felt like I probably have been like stiffening myself up and just been like, let's work hard. And then I kind of like relaxed for the first time yesterday, and I was just so exhausted. I went to sleep like really early, and I slept like 9 hours straight. It was kind of crazy, but I felt good. I feel very refreshed. Is even a tutorial? That's incredible. Yeah. Swedish witchcraft. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not gonna like learn the witchcraft itself. It's more like the history of Swedish witchcraft. So it's more like a historical course that I'm taking. But it's still interesting, definitely. And there was like a lot of women who were murdered and killed because people assumed they were witches. And then there was like so many people blaming other women for being witches back in the day just because they wanted to like get rid of them, and because the trials were so corrupt, like a lot of innocent people died. And when I say a lot of innocent people, I mean like hundreds and hundreds of people were murdered. Enjoy your vacation to the fullest. I shall. It's just nice to have time for myself for a bit. Do the things I love to do, if that makes sense. I've been borrowing like 26 books from the library that I work at, and I'm gonna try to read, I mean, at least half of them I am planning on reading these weeks. I did borrow them all because I want to read them all, but I don't think, because there's other things I want to do. I don't want to just sit at home and read, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, I do, but I also kind of want to get out and go to some museums and maybe to the beach one day and stuff. So we will see. I think I'm gonna read half of them, or 3/4 maybe? 2/3? Yeah, 2/3. That's what you say. There is one book though that I'm like dreading reading for this course, and it's 700 pages, and I haven't started it yet. Because the other books are just like 200 pages each, and they're not like that long, but that long one on 700, I don't know. It feels like it's so big. So many, yeah. I'm kind of hungry, which is funny because I went up really early and I had oatmeal for breakfast, and I'm hungry again. Hungry all the time. Ever since I started working out, I feel like I'm legit hungry every day, all day. I don't know what to eat though. I think on the next session that starts in less than a minute now, I'm going to finish the history book. So these 3, I think I'm going to crunch out now and maybe get started on this novel. It's a Swedish classic about witchcraft. It's also like a middle school classic, so it's a book for middle schoolers. I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot of people who have read it. How about second breakfast? Yeah, I'm thinking about a second breakfast, doing Lord of the Rings style. I will, our focus time is starting. Let's good luck everyone, and I will see you in the next break. another break. Let's go. At the moment, I'm reading about a girl in Sweden that was brought into a witch trial, and she has my name, and that's kind of funny. It's like, it feels like they're talking about me. The trials has no logic whatsoever, though, like, because they have so many weird tests to see if you're a witch or not, and one of the tests is that if you have like been marked by a demon or by Satan himself, you will have like a Satan mark, which can be a scar, or it can be like a birthmark, or any kind of mark on your body whatsoever, but you can't feel pain on this specific mark. So they will like put needles on your scars and your birthmarks, and if you react that you feel pain, they will keep like stabbing the same place over and over and over again until you get numb and you actually feel pain, and you say, that doesn't hurt, and then you're a witch because you don't feel pain at that specific place, even though you felt pain in the beginning, but that was just Satan telling you to lie, I guess. It's just like, there's no logic to it. It's like the water test, that if you're drowning, you're a witch because you can't swim. But if you're floating, you're not a witch, but also Satan can help you by floating on water, so you're still a witch even if you're floating, so you will still die. What's kind of interesting about the Swedish trials, though, is there's a lot of torture, by the way, like a lot of torture. But what's kind of interesting is they didn't burn the witches in Sweden. They decapitated them and then burnt their bodies after they had been decapitated. But there was this one man that was said to have been a witch, a male witch, or a warlock or whatever, and he it was like a really brutal way of like killing him, because they were like breaking both his arms and his legs, and then they cut off his pee-pee and burned the pee-pee in front of him, and then they like opened up his stomach and took out like his intestines, and then burned the intestines in front of him, and then when he was like dying, they killed him with like a little bit of mercy there in the end. And they did all of this in front of people. Like, what? Imagine being like, oh, today's entertainment, we're gonna see this man be tortured for hours and hours. Such odd behavior. But I'm also soon done with this non-fictional book by Dick Harrison. It's a history book. I only have like 20 pages left. And then I only have the classical fiction left. And that's a middle grader book. So it is 178 pages, but if you look at it, it's not that big of a deal, because the text is huge, and it's mainly dialogue, and it's about a son who tells the priest that his mom is a witch, but then he kind of like, because he's mad at his mom because his mom didn't give him food that day because he didn't do his job. So she's like, you didn't do your job at the farms, you will not have food. And he's like, well, I will tell people you're a witch. And he did. And then his mom is going to be like executed. And then he's like, wait a minute, mom is not a witch actually, I was just being a little drama queen. But she still dies, obviously, because that's how witch trials work. No matter if you're innocent or not, if you have been pointed out to have been a witch, they will like twist and turn until they find evidence, and it is not really evidence, but they find evidence that they think is strong enough to pinpoint that you're a witch. They will use that and then have you executed. What I could see also is apparently one of the first victims in Europe of the witch trials and execution of being a witch was in Schweiz, and I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting that it all started in Schweiz, very close to the Alps. To be fair, I feel like, it's mainly when you look at the witch trials and how a lot of people were executed and murdered for being witches in the Middle Ages. It's mainly European history, and then it came to the US because, you have the Salem trials and the Salem witches and all of that. But I haven't really heard much about like witch trials in Asian countries, and maybe they didn't have it the same way that we did. I mean, it is very close fitted to religion, I guess. So Christianity maybe wasn't as big to have people murdered for knowing Latin names of herbs. We do have one thing that the rest of Europe didn't have in Sweden, and that's blåkulla, which basically means blue hill. And it's like a Nordic myth that all witches go to this hill one night a year, and they have like a big party for all the witches, which is kind of cool and interesting, I guess. What is this though? Oh, it's wine? Should we make a herby wine? It's all white though. What the hell? Vintage velvet, an exquisite blend of selected vintage, crafted and delivered a layered and luxurious taste. Yes, drink it. Sweden is such a mysterious country. I mean, it's definitely different, that's for sure. A lot of crazy stuff happened in the Middle Ages. But that's also what kind of makes it interesting to me. But I think mostly people were just like afraid of the life after this. Like, is hell a real place? Is heaven a real place? And they were like afraid of death and dying. So they started making all these stories about, how hell was. And then you have these women who knew a lot about herbs and berries and what kind of like healing power they have, or soothing powers. which is kind of sad because there was like so much knowledge back then about different herbs and what they could help with, like stomach ache and stuff. And I feel like a lot has been lost, and not a lot of people these days know of it as much, at least. I feel like it's coming back. You know how people talk about ginger is good for a sore throat, and lemon balm is good for a soothing effect, and lavender is also a good soothing effect on you, and all that. So I feel like it's slowly coming back, but it's been a long time because, you know, you were pointed out to be a witch just because you knew about lavender being good and relaxing. Wasn't easy being a woman back in the day. In 8 years, because the witch thing were an ongoing thing for 8 years in Sweden, and during those 8 years, 400 people were executed, and only 3 of them were men. So it was mainly women who were murdered and executed that was innocent to begin with. I also realized that all these things that I was going to read is to tomorrow's lesson. I assumed it was for the introduction that was on Monday, but then when I was reading more carefully, it it kind of says it's for the course introduction and lesson 1. And lesson 1 is tomorrow, and the course introduction was on Monday. So I don't have to have it read to today, all of it, because it is for tomorrow. So I can take a breather, because I was like really I was like, oh no, I need to read all of this today because I will have so much more for tomorrow. But it seems like that's not the case, so that's good. But I think I'm gonna finish reading this one, and then I think I will start reading this novel, and then maybe I will wait with the articles for tomorrow. But we'll see. Maybe I will do the articles as well. But I have a time at 12 that I need to do something. So I can't be studying all day, sadly. Touch Kitty before we start. Mail. Well, good luck everyone with your next session, and then we'll see you on next break. That's another break time. I can hear a helicopter above my apartment, I think. I did not go and look though, because I was busy reading. But it might have been an ambulance helicopter, maybe? I am done with the non-fictional book, so that's good. I'm now reading the young adult one. And I have read like 30 pages of it, and it's slow, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very boring. It's very, he went there, they said this, then they said this, and then he smiled, and then that person said this. Very straightforward, I guess. Which can be good, but also not. But it's also only 178 pages, and like I said, the text is kind of big, and there's a lot of air in it, so I think I can read it in maybe 2 hours or something. So that's good, but it's just not the most exciting book, because there's no descriptions. It's more, I don't know, very straightforward. What happens if you pick 3 berries? Do you get like a juice, like a berry juice? Oh, it's an elixir, a potent concoction esteemed for its digestive and soothing properties, inspired by traditional authentic recipes. Yes, drink it. I also finished my tea, and I had a chocolate bar for my second breakfast, but I'm still hungry. I'm also getting like super tired, like exhausted, tired. Maybe because I woke up really early. I went to bed really early, and then I woke up like 6 in the morning or something. And I was like not so tired when I woke up, but I feel tired now. Which I guess makes sense because it's 11 o'clock soon. So I've been awake for a while. But I guess you also get tired when you study too much and you read too much, and there's a lot of information and a lot of names and dates and years that you have to like memorize. So maybe I'm more, information tired. Still hungry? Yes, I'm still hungry. But it's not like, I'm starving. It's more like I kind of would want to eat something. Like, I'm in the mood for like a bagel or a burger maybe. But it is also 11 o'clock, so I guess like it's supposed to be lunch soon, So lunch would be nice. I also looked up the PDFs, exactly how many pages there are in all of these, and the teacher said there was like few pages. She was like, oh, there's only like 10 pages each, but it's not. Like 3 of them is like 40 to 60 pages long. Like, that's not a few pages. She lied. And they're also like scanned pages from really old Swedish books. So it's not like modern Swedish. So it's not like Swedish that you speak normally. It's like old age kind of Swedish it's written in, which means I need extra brain power to read them and understand them, because sometimes, I mean, some words make sense but other words just doesn't make sense because the language has evolved during the years. It's easier to read it out loud because then you can hear what it means rather than just reading it inside of your head. I think studying also something that's really drains your stamina. Yeah, I think it does. It really does. Oh, I can hear the church bell. Maybe they're having a funeral? Because they don't have weddings on weekdays, so it must be a funeral that they have, I think. But yeah, I kind of want to have like a sandwich or something. Waffles would also be pretty good. Or pancakes. You know, food in general. But my dad also wants me to come and fix my car because we're gonna change the oil on my car and we're gonna change the air filter and oil filters. So I have to go and do that. But I think I want to do like one more 45-minute session. So I get like halfway through this novel, because then I can do the rest of the half of this and these tomorrow. Speaking of, I also need to schedule for another study stream tomorrow. So much to do. I also had like sandals on when I was outside this weekend and it was like really warm outside and very sunny. So like, but I had sandals that have very like big straps on them. And where the straps have been on my feet, it's like white, and then the rest of my foot is all like brown and sun-kissed, or what do you want to call it? It looks kind of funny. Like half my foot is white and the rest is kind of brown from the sun. Looks ridiculous. Dinner time. Hearing your voice again after a long is really soothing. Thank you. Well, of course. I'm glad I've been missed. What are you gonna eat for dinner? Anything good? Oh, the helicopter is coming back. I think. I can hear it in the distance. Maybe it's a police helicopter. I wonder if something happened. It's very rare to have helicopters going over my very small village where I live. I live on the countryside after all. it's getting closer and closer. Do people in Sweden eat curry rice? We do. Are you having that for dinner? I would really want to have some either Indian food or like Thai food. That would be really good. I haven't eaten that in a very long time. I would like, chicken in like a peanut butter or a peanut sauce would be pretty good. Like curry and peanuts and rice and chicken. Oh, I'm making myself more hungry now. That's no bueno. Ah, it's a Japanese style curry rice. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, that makes me kind of want to have omurice. That's pretty good as well. I love omurice. There's so many like good and different recipes that you can eat. Mm-mm-mm. There's so many books coming out this autumn, by the way, by so many authors that I'm really looking forward to. I feel like it's going to be like a good autumn for books and book releases. Hopefully, I also have the time to to read them all, because I feel like I've been buying a lot of books and I've been borrowing a lot of books, but I don't really have the time to sit down and just read. So it kind of I hope everything in life just like calm down and I get to have my standard reading time before bed soon, because I usually did like 1 or 2 hours before bed. It's always nice and calming before sleeping. Omurice, I love it too. You do? Oh my god, omurice is so good. It was a long time since I made it though. Maybe I should take up a recipe and make it one day. Maybe I should make it tomorrow, you know? I need to buy some eggs then. Oh, the break time is so soon. Soon? It's soon over. What's that gonna say? It is time for the last session. Oh, hope wish you luck with your cooking and everyone else with their studying, and I will see you in the next break.
don't wanna let you in. I don't want it any other way. Let's go for the win. And it feels like a whisper in the morning rain. When somebody tells you, will we ever be the same again? I still hear you whisper, still hear you whisper. When there is nothing left to lose, let's try. Try to open up your eyes. Do you feel like you are more alive? When you fight, when you fight, when you fight, when you fight. I'm done here now, I pack my things. I'll be gone for quite a while. You said I want to try to raise your wings in the sky, in the sky, in the sky, in the sky. Well, you're almost like a ball, and I'm gonna say it. I don't wanna let you in. I don't want it any other way. Let's go for the win. And it feels like a whisper in the morning rain. When somebody tells you, will we ever be the same again? I still hear you whisper, still hear you whisper. I still hear you whisper.
We did it! 4 sessions! Woo! I read more than half of the novel. I read 90 pages. Yeah, 90 pages of 178. So, I mean, it's kind of half. A little bit more than half, I suppose. But, I mean, it's getting a little bit better. But it's very preachy or information-y. I don't know how to explain it. It's very much, I'm going to tell you everything there is about witchcraft and the witch trials, and I will jam as much information as possible into it. So, I don't know. we will see. I will end my stream now. I have lunch that I need to do eat, and then I'm gonna go and fix my car. So I hope everyone will have a wonderful day, and thank you for hanging out with me while I do my studying, and I will see you next time. Bye bye everyone.